Well, hey there, welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Mike, and this is my firewood channel, The Woodpile, where we do all things firewood. Today we have two face cords of red oak to split into bag-sized pieces and put in this wood crib. Hopefully with these two face cords, it'll be enough wood to finally close this end off, and then I can work on mounting it up and move on to my next crib, which is right behind the camera. This is wood that I took out of a friend's property. It was dead standing red oak, and I cut it down and got it home earlier this fall. As you can see, a vast majority of it, almost all of it, were really large rounds that I split into quarters or halves. And today, we're going to put it down into bag-sized pieces on the Wolfe Ridge 17 RS. I have a little mental checklist that I run through and check a few things out on a splitter before I start it up. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing I do is check the motor oil. All right, we're checking the motor oil actually inside my shop because the surface is level and where we're splitting is simply not level. And it's just safer to do it here. We're going to get an accurate, honest reading here. This gray filler cap, we simply unscrew that. You don't need any tools or anything like that. It should never be that tight. We're going to pull it out. It's got a built-in dipstick. So we wipe it off with a rag. And then to check the oil, you poke it back in the hole, but you do not thread it in. It's important to note that you only poke it in until you make contact with the motor case with the threads. And then pull it back out, and you can see on the dipstick, you can see there's about 1 inch of motor oil there, and that's perfect. That's right where you need to be. Within a ½ inch to 1 inch is right where I want to be on these small motors. It's also important to note that the Honda GX270 motor only has an oil capacity of 1.16 quarts. So if this thing runs even a little bit low on oil, it could be dangerous and could damage the motor. So let's thread this guy back in. Again, this is a plastic cap. We're not going to crank on it or anything. We're just going to thread it in until it makes contact, give it a little, like another 1/4 inch snug, and that's going to be good. All right, let's go check the push slides. The next thing I'm going to check are these push block slides. I have less than 10 hours on this machine, so they should not be worn. Just move it back and forth, up and down, make sure there's not excessive play. I can visually inspect the push blocks, the top, the bottom, and the sides from both the front and back, and I can see that they're just fine. I'll look at these push block slide bolts. Actually, these are the nuts, and I can see that none of them have come loose. All right, let's move on to the third thing. This is the hydraulic tank. It is a built-in sight glass with a full cold indicator mark on it. So a simple visual inspection tells me that it is right where it needs to be. It also has a built-in thermometer so you can make sure and visually see that you're not running the hydraulic fluid too warm for some reason. One thing it also works as, you can take an extra pair of gloves, whether they're wet or you just want to keep them warm. You can set them right there and they'll dry out and stay warm. Added bonus, which Wolfe Ridge doesn't advertise, corned beef sandwich. You put that guy right there. When you're done splitting, it's good to go. The cheese is warm. The corned beef is warm. What a great lunch. Please don't judge me, I'm Irish. Well, with those three things checked, it's time to start this thing and let it warm up. Here we go. While I have the motor running on low idle and warming up, it's constantly recirculating the hydraulic fluid and warming that up. You can also run the ram in and out a few times to help warm the fluid up. And in doing so, you're going to be double checking the proper function of the main valve and the auto cycle valve. So this is the main valve. It operates as a typical splitter. Ram goes out, it's going to hit the detent and stop. Then you can just simply push the lever, hold it, and run the ram back in. So I'll do that a couple of times. And then back in. All right, that's working well. To run the auto cycle valve, you push both of these valves forward at one time. It moves all the way forward. Not very fast at low idle, I may add. And then it moves all the way back. That is auto cycle. One more time. As you can see, everything is functioning properly. It's time to get to work. That sandwich won't get warm on low idle, so we need to rev it up a bit. All right, we got 2 face cores to split. Let's go. Just broke through the pallet. That is the downside of the pallets. Maybe I need to lay off the corned beef. Breaking through the pallet too easily. Got a bunch of rain last night. It rained all day yesterday and all night well, it snowed last night, but rained all day yesterday. And now these blocks of wood are froze together over there. That's kind of sucks. We'll get it done. I might go grab my axe just in case I need to bang some apart. A really large hollow tree here. Nasty one there. Yeah, we're gonna toss that one in a different pile. guy here. That's kind of nasty. The old 17 tons got plenty of power. We'll get this guy one more time. There we go. That's not good. Slippery little suckers. Alright, we're gonna pop this whole center out and throw that. It's just pretty soft. Put this in the other bin for campfires for myself. hungry. Wonder if that sandwich is warm yet. All right, we got a big guy coming here with a massive knot in it. This will be ugly. Oh, tripped out. That is just ugly right there. Well, we're gonna have to force this guy through. Yeah, that one's no good. Sometimes it's nice to clean this table off just to make room so it's not all piling up right in front here. One right there we'll redo, a little bit smaller. big knot off, so that worked out good. Look at this ugly thing. See if we can take this big bump off, make this into a suitable piece. There we go. Throw this guy in the other one. Last piece coming up. I see the school bus is here. Kids are just getting out of school. See if they learned anything today. Daughter and a 13-year-old son, and neither of them are walking over here to help. Usually our daughter is an awesome woodyard helper. Alright, let's idle the motor down, let it cool down, take a look at this. Well, if you like this sort of thing, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't, go ahead and click on this picture right here of my roadside stand and it'll bring you to a subscribe button. Click on that and you won't have to wade through all the Pokemon videos next time to find me. Over here, I'm going to post a link to a video of the very first time I used this splitter. Other than that, you stay safe and have a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's a good sandwich.